Taking care of your outside first and then thinking your business is going to follow, it's never going to work. Hey, love, it's Coach Kat here, and I wanted to talk about my own journey and when I realized that taking care of everything but how I felt inside was not helping my business. I think, especially when you're working with male coaches, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think men and women are very different, and it's very easy to say, "I'm gonna do it just like they're doing it because they're successful," and they are successful because they are operating in a way that works for them. So since I have been working on healing trauma, past trauma from my business, from my personal life, from even childhood, I have realized that if I'm not regulated, if I don't feel safe in my skin, if I don't feel confident in how I am presenting an offer, a solution, a product, then that's going to translate into the success or not success of what I'm doing. So I have switched the order of how I take care of things. So if I'm concentrating, for example, on the healed retreats that I have been talking about for a while, what am I doing? Am I only concentrating on all the details about the retreat? Who's going to be there, the food, the location, all that is great. But if I only do that and don't take care of how I feel about it, how I'm showing up, if I'm exhausted when I'm making these decisions, that's going to translate into how I make that offer, into how I invite the amazing women that I am inviting to the retreat. It's not going to be the same. So what do I do? For example, this past weekend, I spent it outside. When I mean outside, I'm literally outside in nature with 10 beautiful other women, and I'm learning about herbalism for myself, my own edification, so I can make my own capsules that I make for different supplements. And we were outside Saturday and Sunday. Friday, I went to a ceremony, and that was for my soul. It's not business related at all. What I'm doing with herbalism is not business related either, but it's nurturing my soul. I even took myself on a date on Saturday night. It didn't work out exactly how I wanted to, but I still went out. I'm doing all these things, and all these things are reflecting in my business because I am a well-rounded human being. I have needs and wants, and it's very, very tempting and very easy to be like, I need to make money. I need to tell people about this and about that, and neglecting the other parts of yourself, neglecting how you are resting, neglecting spending time outside, neglecting doing nothing, neglecting reading a book, taking yourself on a date, doing things that nurture your soul and your mind. Because there's one thing that we were saying yesterday at the closing circle in at the class that I was taking, that the class felt very feminine. It was very flowy. There was a schedule, but we could just take our time as women. And let me know if you've noticed this, because I definitely have noticed that I had operated for the longest time in my masculine because I had to, as after I got divorced, I had to raise my daughter and I had to work and have my business, and I was doing all these things, and schedules were very important, and doing things when I was tired, many times it felt like I had no choice. So I stayed in that cycle for a long time, and I always felt exhausted. I don't really enjoy that. So when we were in this circle yesterday, we were saying how it feels incredible to go with the flow. Like there was a schedule, but the girls that were running it, they would say things like, well, this is what's next, but how is everybody feeling? And then we're gonna make this tincture now. Do you wanna go harvest more, or do you wanna help with the tincture? It just felt like we always had choices, and we didn't have to do things just because they needed to get done. As women that have cycles, I don't have my cycle anymore, uh, but I still go through the motions. So there are days that I don't really want to do much, and I just want to frolic. I just want to pot here and there, like just go over here and go do a little bit of that and do some cooking and do some chilling, and that is okay. And there are other days when I want to do all the things, and I do all the things, and I have all the energy, and I'm excited, and it feels great. So what I'm doing these days is I'm honoring how I'm showing up. I'm honoring what my body desires while I still get things done, because all these things that I did for myself this weekend, they are helping me record this video for you. I feel renewed. I feel so excited. I'm feeling the sting of a hornet. A hornet stung me yesterday. And I still feel that. But that's because I was outside. And that reminds me, I was outside and I was able to get some beautiful, comfy plants. I got 2 kilos of plants. I was able to harvest quite a few leaves so I can make a comfrey solve. So once I get this done with some plantain leaves, I'll do that for the next couple of days. And then when I'm ready, I will apply the comfrey solve, and that will heal everything just nicely. I learned that this weekend, and that is what makes me a better coach because I'm well rounded. I'm not just a businesswoman, I am a human being. I am a woman that likes to frolic and relax and have fun. So, my friend, this is your reminder that yes, business is important. Yes, you gotta get out there and you gotta share what you're doing and take care of yourself and listen to those urges when you want to rest or you want to say things the right way. Or that's one another thing that I realized, because I'm taking time to reflect. I'm not just rushing through things. I wish that I had said something on Saturday when I went on that date. I wish I had said, you're not, you don't look like how you represented, so it's taking me aback. It's taking me a moment to come back. So now I know that for next time I am going to say, well, however I'm feeling, because I think that's the honest thing to do. I have that information because I reflected, because I took myself outside and I was thinking about it and how I showed up and how I said things. So I'm like, I could have done that better. I could have honored myself more. Could have honored myself more. So taking care of all of my needs as I continue to build this business, as I continue to talk about the retreat that I have mentioned a couple times now. So if you want to learn how to do this, how you can reconnect with yourself, how you can find places where you have abandoned yourself and you want to come back to yourself and figure out, how did I get here? How do I go back? How do I take care of myself? We're going to do that at the Healed Retreat. We have one coming up, and I want to invite you, if you want to be surrounded by other women, if you want to be in nature, have food that is nurturing and delicious for your soul and your body, and do some healing, some deep, deep healing in a way that is gentle and feels really good for you, then I'm going to invite you to have a conversation with me and learn a little bit about each other and see if the Healed Retreat is exactly what you have been looking for. Because that's what I needed before. This is the retreat that I wish I had. I had to piece together all the healing in so many different ways. This is in one place, you will get exactly what you need. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And yeah, let me know in the comments what part of this little conversation resonated with you the most. As usual, please know that I love you, that I'm rooting for you, and I'm going to see you super duper soon.